Hi, my friends. Happy Monday. Happy February 1st. Rabbit, rabbit. Anybody know what that means? My mom used to say it to me as a kid every time we hit the first of the month, of any month. It's supposed to bring good luck. I don't know. I'm not even sure, but at 34, I still say it because it's been ingrained in me. But anyways, I had something entirely different planned, and welcome to my little meditation nook. This place is much smaller than our house in Colorado, but I am carving out little spaces for myself. My husband gets the office because he has far more things than I do, and I kind of like the coziness of me being able to see everything. But yeah, so there's a window to the left, and then the rest of our place, which is slowly coming along, and then behind me where that pink chair is, that's my actual little office nook desk area. Anyways, I had something entirely different planned. I'm excited that I'm starting to move forward in the direction of planning my videos again and editing. I'm going to purchase Final Cut Pro X, I think that's the name of it, soon, and learn that software and that system. So I'm excited. But anyways, this is really on my heart. I was sitting in reflection and meditation this morning. I've been having really vivid, amazing, intense dreams, and that hasn't happened for some time, and the fact that that's coming back is exciting for me. So I woke up this morning and I started to journal my dreams and, trying to decipher the meanings. I'll go to dreamdictionary.com and whatever resonates with me, what my body feels, I know that that's a message for me that helps me to decipher these messages easy. But also, what I really had on my heart this morning, I read an email from a beautiful friend, and her email was about her being vulnerable and stepping into a space of just sharing your story, sharing your truth. Vulnerability for me is something that I work on. I'm a pretty happy person. I love that. I pride myself that I pretty much have, not pretty much, I can work with my emotions and get a grip on life and still present the best version forward because that's what I want to live. It's just interesting to me because vulnerability, sharing your story, I share my life with you guys on YouTube. What you see is what you get. But as I start to process and go through, so the end of last year, my husband comes home from a 9-month work overseas duty thing, and then we move cross country. All these things were happening, and when I'm in the moment of transitions, I find it's hard for me to find words to talk about it. My head is in a space of just trying to figure things out for myself. And during this time, I went from 5 videos a week down to 3 to help manage that energy because posting still on YouTube and having a schedule was really important to me. I love this. I have no idea where it's going to go, but I know it's something that I need to continue to do because it really just feeds my soul and speaks to my heart in an artistic way, So during the time of transitions for me, my point is it's really hard for me to be vulnerable because I have no idea what's going on, and I'm doing my best to be present in the moment, and I'm finding, as awesome it is for me to balance and just be present literally with what's coming up, it's difficult for me to speak about what's going on internally because all these roadblocks might happen to us getting the move. There were so many roadblocks that kept happening to my husband and I before we transitioned to Virginia, where we are now. And I was being present, and I'm like, okay, where's the silver lining? Something I'm working on. But I'm really curious, how are you guys vulnerable? Do you allow yourself to be vulnerable? For me, I really feel like there's a lot of power in sharing our stories and just being our authentic selves and putting ourselves out there. It's something I've been practicing. That's one of the biggest reasons I started my YouTube channel was for me to be vulnerable and to tap into a space that sometimes words elude me. I love to write, but it's something that I've struggled with in the past few months because I just have been in such a place of transition. It just hasn't been the time. Whereas now I feel, since I've transitioned past this space of whatever that was. You know, the universe and the planets and God and your angels, they've all set up this energetic space for us to shed all these old layers, to start to heal things that we've not necessarily healed before, childhood issues, things from our past, and even past life things, whether or not you choose to believe our souls are continuing and forever, and we have multiple lifetimes under our soul's belt. So oftentimes in my experience and what I've learned along the way, we deal with stuff that we might not necessarily have healed from as children, and even things from past lives. I'll go into that if you're curious, ask questions. I will share whatever's on my brain. I hope this is making sense because my brain is kind of going in many different directions. So I'm finding it's something I'm still trying to work on, is being vulnerable. And it's not so scary once I sit down and talk, but wanting to write about it is something I've been wanting to do, and for whatever reason, the words just haven't come. So decided to take it to YouTube. Because for whatever reason, talking for me is a much easier way for me to process these thoughts and emotions and so on and so forth. So it's something I'm constantly working on, being vulnerable, being out there with myself. And something else I'm working on is asking for help when I need it. My entire life, I'm the eldest child out of 3. I'm the oldest. And just due to my upbringing and my family life, I've always been pretty headstrong. I've always just kind of been in that role where I just had to get things done. And somewhere along the way, it became difficult and or stubbornness of not wanting to ask for help, not thinking that I needed it. I just wanted to do everything on my own accord for whatever reason. And it's something I'm still doing my best to work past. Luckily, my husband's been home since he's come home from his overseas tour. He's been home with me, so I've had help ready-made, but he's going to be going back to work soon. So I'm finding that now is the time for me to transition into making friends. I mean, I've been making a few friends, but like actually building connections. While he was gone, I also put up a wall. I'm incredibly sensitive. I am a super sensitive empath. Watch my empath video, search it on my page, and you'll learn more about empathy and different types of empaths and different levels of sensitivity. But I can feel a lot of other people's stuff, which is a beautiful gift. That's a silver lining in it. I can relate and empathize with other people. I can offer advice and guidance if I have it, and I can just hold space. At the same time, it's been difficult for me to not feel everybody's things, so I've put up a wall. And I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to bring that wall down and really tap into what my true desires and what my true passions are. And along the way, along the transition, I wear many hats. Watch my videos, I talk about it all, but I hold on tightly to whatever my hat is in the moment. And I'm finding when I start to transition out of that hat, take that hat off to put on a new hat, to step into that new space, it's difficult for me. Change can be scary. Change can be intense. It can be crazy. And as much as I'm a free spirit and I hold on to, you gotta go with the flow and do what feels good for you in the moment, in the space, I still have that little voice in the back of my head like, oh, what are people going to think about you? You're doing something new all over again. What, can you not hold on to anything? And I know that's just ego space. That's just nonsense talk trying to keep me complacent. So as I transitioned out of the card readings, and I'm still very spiritual, that will never leave. I'm still completely woo-woo, and I'll probably talk about it in future videos, but I don't need to hold on to it to be the thing that I'm doing. The puppy. To be that thing that I'm doing. And I'm realizing now that I have kind of put that on a shelf and I've just let myself be in a space of reflection, reception, what's coming in, what I'm feeling. I'm moving towards a direction that's going to feed my soul, that is starting to feed my soul much more so than what I was doing, holding on to that thing that I had to do this. Because I have these gifts, I felt like I had to do this in a certain way, and I'm leaving that behind because I'm realizing I can still pull them in and use them, but it doesn't have to be in the way that I was doing it. So I guess my questions to you guys: are you letting yourself be vulnerable? Are you talking about it? Are you asking for help when you need it? And what are some of the ways that do you just come out and ask for help? I'm curious because it's something I'm still learning. How do you do that? I can ask my husband for help. I can ask my mom for help. People I feel super safe with who've known me for most of my life. Some, more often than not anyways, but I still am at the point where I'm like, I'm putting myself out there again. Oh, I need to ask for help, and like, I don't know how to handle my current situation. I don't know how to handle these feelings, because I pride myself on moving with the energy, being present, and I know I will always come out on the other end and being strong. For whatever reason, that's something that I'm proud that I am as strong as I am. I have learned a lot along the way, and I've had a lot of things, so it could be ego space. I don't know. Who knows? It's just transitions, I tell you. Yeah. So, I guess that's my story for today. How I'm dealing with vulnerability. I'm just trying to be as present as I can and to really be receptive to the signs and the messages that the universe, God, my angels, my spirit team, what they're trying to relay to me, and doing my best to take action on that. It's one thing to be receptive and to get the messages, but if there's no action, you're kind of telling the universe to F off, really. So I'm doing my best to take action. This is a way I can take action. I'm not sure what I really need help in right now other than learning how to be more vulnerable, learning how to write, or getting back into the space of writing my truth and my vulnerability, and asking for help. That's something that's I've always been like this badass fearless chick, and I have fears. Everybody does. Not to say that I don't have any fears, but I just take everything with a grain of salt and continue to move forward. So yeah. How do you guys ask for help? How are you vulnerable? How are you sharing your true essence of yourself, of your story? Are you letting yourself go really deep? Are you looking at yourself on all facets, on all aspects of your life and your journey? We put ourselves out there as in like, hi, this is who I am. My name is Iffy. Nice to meet you. But are we really letting people see our core, see what makes us shine and what makes us sad, what makes us hurt, that type of stuff? Something I'm working on. I would love to hear tips and tricks from you guys on how you're doing it. Yeah, see, and I haven't been wearing makeup. This was vulnerable for me. My skin is not perfect, which nobody's skin is, I'm sure, but it's been a journey with this skin. But the better I eat, the better it heals, and become less afraid. And that's all I have. Thank you so much for listening, for being here. If you have not subscribed, thank you for doing so and joining me on this journey. Thank you for sharing space with me and talking things through, commenting, because it really does help me. And thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. So share if you know anybody else who could use this message. And I just appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow it's Tuesday. Happy beginning of February. Do you guys have any goals for this month? What are your biggest goals for this month? Mine are doing more brainstorming, holding space, and meditating to figure out, I know where I want to go, but how to figure out how to put that in a nice package, so to speak. Yeah, I love you guys dearly. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you guys really soon. Peace out, peeps.